Here I've been interacting with shareholders and topmost on mind of most shareholders is what are the allegations all about? What is the veracity of these allegations leveled against MD and CEO Chanda Kochhar? Remember that Chanda Kochhar is on leave pending investigations against her till the time the investigation by BN Sri Krishna is concluded. Chanda Kochhar is on leave and thereby she's not present at the annual general meeting today. However, shareholders do want to know what all these allegations are about. They want to know the veracity of these allegations and they demand that Chanda Kochhar be here to tell them about these allegations. Do remember that since March, ICICI Bank has been under scrutiny of not just investigative agencies but also RBI and SEBI. In fact, the regulator is looking into lapses in terms of not just corporate governance, but as far as Chanda Kochhar is concerned, there are allegations of quid pro quo, conflict of interest, and her role in the Videocon loan case, wherein there are allegations by whistleblowers that there was some underhand dealing and some unfair advantages that were personally sought by the MD and CEO in guise of the loan extended to Videocon. Now, while the board earlier in March stood very strongly behind Chanda Kochhar, they said that they've done an internal audit, they found no wrongdoing on part of MD and CEO. They went to the extent of saying that they secretly conducted an internal audit and found no wrongdoing. And they said they have robust practices as far as practices of corporate governance in ICICI Bank is concerned. However, months later, there was a U-turn when they appointed a neutral party as was being demanded by stakeholders. Ever since this came to fore, in fact, Justice BN Sri Krishna is individually looking into these allegations and the probe has been underway for a couple of months now. Apart from this, we also know that there's an external law firm that is looking into the 31 specific accounts as far as these were non-performing assets and what really transpired during the years when these assets were extended loans by ICICI Bank. So in the backdrop of all of this, the meeting today is extremely important for shareholders. It's also the first time they'll be interacting with GC Chaturvedi, who's the new chairman of ICICI Bank. And the manner in which these questions will be answered, the body language of the board members will clearly indicate what direction the investigations are taking. Because do remember, it's been a couple of months and there would be some substance that would have come forth in terms of veracity of these allegations. While these are not public yet, there is some direction we are given to understand that the investigations would have undertaken. And this is what shareholders would demand to know, considering that it's their hard-earned money at a bank. And ever since you've had firms like Jefferies raise the red flag and say that ICICI Bank could be subject to reputational risk arising from subpoenas that could be filed in the US following this controversy, and if the allegations against ICICI Bank and MD and CEO Chanda Kochhar are indeed proved to be true, in light of all these events, the AGM today is extremely important because it will set the note for how investors will perceive ICICI Bank in the months and years to come. And they'll also have a chance to interact with Sandeep Bakshi, who's the COO and acting as the CEO in the absence of Chanda Kochhar.